Hello my friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my craft room. I am working on the garden journals today, these two right here. And so I've done a couple, 2 or 3 videos on them. But that whole series is going to be listed in my junk journal playlist below if you haven't seen them. But I'm at the stage where I have now sewn in the signatures, 2 signatures in each one. And I did quite a bit off a video yesterday. I added things like little clusters. These are the little paper punch outs I showed you yesterday that I said I wanted to use, so I kind of made like a little clusters with them and added them to pages like, let's see, they're really pretty. Once I punched them out and put them down on a page like right here, a couple of the corner decorations, and what I did was make them into little corner pockets so you can stick something. You can write on here, of course, or you can write on here plus, or instead of writing if you just wanted to stick something here. But it can be tucked in here and here. Like say if you had a picture that was about this size or something else, a card or something, you could stick it up here and stick it down here, even a journaling card or a tag or whatever. So I did things like that and made little clusters like this. I did go ahead and put this tag or journaling card that I showed you that was made from my birthday card. I put that in here in the pocket. I took the little bonnet. I decided I was going to put it down as like an up tuck, but I decided to make a tag out of it. So I put paper, or this is cardstock. This is actually file folder, which is cardstock, and that had lines on the inside. It's this one right here. See, that has lines on this side and a pattern on this side. So anyway, I decided to use a piece of it and put it on here. And I had used the other half already, so that half of the file folder was in my scrap box. So I used a piece of it there. So now this is going to be a tag in one of them. And I actually even started a couple of goodie packets with things that were left on my desk because I was kind of cleaning up after I did what I did yesterday after the video I did yesterday. I have a piece of fabric, a piece of this upholstery fabric in each one, and a couple of the extra, 1 or 2 of the extra little paper punch outs, and a couple of postage stamps. So I did use some postage stamps in here yesterday too. But the extra ones that I had pulled out, instead of putting them away, I put them over there and started 2 little goodie packs. I found the butterflies that I mentioned that were on my birthday card. I think I mentioned these yesterday. I pulled them off the front of the card. So they're little like acetate butterflies. These are 1 layer, the little ones, and these are 2 layers. So it's like a little fluttery butterfly, see? So I plan on putting, 1 little one and one of the 2-layer ones in each journal. So we might do that today if we get to it. But what I was going to do next is I got this out right here. So I have one for this journal, and I have one thing I want to put in this journal. And what it is a little booklet that's glued in, okay? And so I'm going to show you what I am talking about. So first of all, for this one, I'm going to put it right here. Let me use this little tag as a bookmark here, so I can, in case it wants to close. My paper cutter here, and glue and everything, and some baker's twine. I have some yellow and white baker's twine I plan on using with this. But first of all, for this piece here, I was looking for something else in my craft room, and I found this. And I thought this would be beautiful in one of the journals. I think I got this in Happy Mail. Isn't it pretty? I don't know if it's from it feels almost like it would be from a dust cover. That kind of paper. You can see it's a little shiny. So, but it's beautiful. And of course, it's this bike in a garden looking area there. Parked in a garden area. So anyway, I want to make it the front cover of a little booklet. So, and here's a piece I pulled out for the back cover. And so I need to cut a piece of paper. I need to cut this to the size I need for the back cover. So let's do that first. and then go from there. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Let's see, I want to get this where it's, I'm going to pull this out so I don't cut it. Okay, and then let's see this side here. I'm going to cut a piece off over here. Yeah, that back cover looks good. I'm going to round the corners too after I get it down to the size I need. So about right there. So I'm doing this video on the weekend. I'm not sure what day of the week it will be posted, but I mentioned yesterday that it was rainy, and I thought it was going to rain all day. But all of a sudden, like yesterday morning, well, yeah, yesterday morning, sometime during the morning, the sun came out, the sun popped out, and it turned out to be a beautiful spring day. I couldn't believe it. So I was able to, my husband mowed the grass, like for the first time this year. You know, the grass doesn't grow here all winter, and then you mow it when it starts growing in the spring. So he mowed the grass for the first time yesterday, this spring, and I went out and I hadn't gone out to, I have a little shed in the back, and where I have all my holiday stuff, you know, Easter, Christmas decorations and all that. So anyway, I was able to go out. Let me cut, I need a piece of this. I'm going to have to cut it down anyway. So let me fold this in half. Let's see how this is going to go. Yeah, it's going to have to cut something like this. So I'm going to have some scraps from this paper. So let me see here. I need a little scrap to join the front and the back cover together. I could go to my scrap box, but I'm going to have some scraps from this anyway. So let's just use a piece of this and get it going here. So now I'm going to make a little hinge, paper hinge, that I can glue this together. But yeah, I was able to go out and I got my little Easter decoration I have from my front door out of my shed. My she shed. I call it my she shed. It's just a shed that my husband built where I keep all my holiday decorations and a few other odds and ends. There's not much in there really, but you know, I don't like clutter even in my she shed, so it's not full of junk that I'm never going to use. It's just got my holiday stuff, and I even went through that the last couple years. Every time I pull it out, like the Christmas stuff, and if it's something I think I'm never going to use, then I got rid of it. So it's even that stuff is decluttered. Because I've been talking, if you're new to my channel, I've been talking about how in the last couple of years I've decluttered my house. Okay, there's my hinge, and I need to cut off the length here, so it's going to be about this tall. Let's cut that off. But yeah, I got my Easter decoration out from my front door, so I put that up. My family, Saturday, in case you are new to my channel also, Saturday is usually our family day, so everybody comes over, my kids, my soon-to-be daughter-in-law with my younger son, and my daughter-in-law of my daughter-in-law, the wife of my older son, was working. She works every other Saturday, so she couldn't be there yesterday. But my son was there, and my granddaughter, 3-year-old granddaughter. So I really wanted to get my Easter stuff out for her. Let me round this corner here. Okay, let me see how I'm going to do this. I think I'll put it on the outs. No, I think I'll put it on the inside. I'll put it on the inside. Yeah, so I'm going to round the corners here so it doesn't stick out. Let's see, where's my corner rounder? Yeah, so I did it for her. It's almost Easter anyway, and I wanted to, and by the time you see this video, it might be past Easter. But, yeah, so I put my door decoration up, and I have another little, I bought it in Florida, so I've had it for over 20 years. It's vintage, a wooden nesting bunnies. I got them from a long time ago. I don't know if Lillian Vernon still sells them. I haven't bought anything from Lillian Vernon in years, but when my kids were little, I used to buy, I don't know what kind of stuff they have now. Like I said, I don't shop there anymore, but when my kids were little, they had all kinds of really neat, like kind of classic well-made toys, and they had these they had like wooden nesting dolls for like every season, like what I would say season, like Santa's probably. I think I have the Santa and the Easter Bunny though. I don't have all of them. I just have the Santa and the Easter Bunny. So I got the Easter Bunny out for her because I, was just looking for non-breakable things because she has a tendency to be a little rough with things, and she's 3, and they get broken. So I got the nesting bunnies out, and I put their little decoration on my front door. And I got some carrots out. I had bought some straw carrots from Walmart I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but probably the year before. But okay, so this is going to be a little booklet. See, like that. Now I need some pages, so I'm not going to put like a lot of pages in here, but I want enough. So let's see, where's that paper we folded in half? We got this one ready. Let's get at least one more. I'm picturing at least 4 pages, which would be folded in half. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 sides. So let's cut this one down too. I have a new thing I'm doing with my strips too, which I'm going to show you in a video soon. I'll try to get that video done because it's kind of fun. It's quick, to use up. I used up a bunch of scraps this week and last week doing it, so I'll show you those pretty soon. But even these strips like this, I can use doing the new thing I'm talking about. But okay, let's see if all these are going to fit in here. Anyway, it was a really nice day. I have a Wii game, so we either play the Wii game or we play board games usually. After we have a nice lunch, I make a nice lunch. Everybody eats lunch on Family Day, and then we play games until it's time for everybody to go home. And yesterday, one of them usually brings dessert. So my older son usually brings dessert actually, and after that we play games. But yesterday my younger son brought his Switch over, so we played Mario Party on the Switch, which I love. It's a lot of fun. My husband was like, "Oh, I really like playing the Switch." I'm like, "Really?" Because I love it. He's like, "Well, I'm not very good at it." I'm like, "I'm not either, but I still love it." But actually yesterday I won, so I don't know how I won. I was like, after the whole thing was said and done and I won, and I was like, how did I win? I don't understand. I didn't think I did that well. and I had played Mario Party on the Wii, but I had never played it on. Oh, hold on, this is not cutting well. I had never played it on the Switch, so I actually thought it was a little easier on the Switch. Maybe that's how I won, because I'm used to the hard one on the Wii. But anyway, it's always a fun time, no matter what we do. Board games, the Switch, the Wii games. But they really get into all of it. They love all the games too. They grew up. We always played games with them growing up, so they love all types of games too. And fortunately, so do their wife and soon-to-be wife. So that's all good. And my granddaughter now is at an age where she, because it used to be I used to watch her while they were playing games while she was the last couple of years. If I couldn't, she needed to be watched. But now she doesn't need to be watched as much. She needs to be watched and taken care of, but she's right there with us and playing with some toys. I have toys here for her and stuff, so I get to play now more than I was there for a little while. But okay, so there's what this looks like with these pages. I'm going to see if I need more pages. Yeah, I pictured it being a little thicker. So let me, actually I think I'll do it off video so you don't have to watch me cut again, but you got the idea on this one. We'll work on the other one together too, because that's completely, it's the same, idea, but with different materials. So I'm going to show you that one after I'm done with this one and after we get this one in the book. But let me cut, I want to cut at least twice as many. I want at least twice as many pages as this. So let me cut those and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I did go ahead and cut those other pages, so I feel like I have plenty of pages in here now. So it's going to be glued inside of a journal. I don't want it to be too thick, of course, but I want it to be thick enough to, you know, have lots of room for writing or whatever somebody might want to put in here. So this is something different that I hadn't done before, really glue. I usually just stick the little booklets in a pocket, and I thought it would be fun to actually glue it down. So I picked this page. See, there's not much on it, but it's a really strong piece of paper. This is from a garden book, a children's garden book, actually, so it's really cute on this side and pretty. And this side just has words right here, these little words right here. So anyway, I finished it with the pages. I rounded the corners here too to make sure it wasn't really showing there, and I sewed the pages in with my sewing machine right down the middle there. So now I picked this paper because for the back, because I like I had avocado dyed this here, and as you can see, and then this part's going to be glued down, so that's why I picked that particular paper for the backing. And it's a nice, you know, it is cardstock, but it's a strong, you know, strong enough paper. So I'm going to use some, I think I'll use, let me put my lid on my art glitter glue here and get my Fabri-Tac. I'm going to go ahead and use Fabri-Tac so it's nicely glued down, nice and strong. This is a strong enough paper, like I said, to handle the Fabri-Tac too. I'm going to get my little, get it opened up and get it flowing here. Oh, actually, before I do that, hold on, one thing I'm going to forget right here, but I'll be careful. I wanted to tie a string around it too. So that's why I mentioned the yellow and white baker's twine I have out here. So I'm going to tie a little string around. Let me see how much I need here. Okay, yeah, that is plenty. Let's see how I want it. I think I'll have it tie like on the top here. So this will hold it closed when not in use. Or if you have something private in there, you don't really want people to see, this will, if somebody else looks at your journal, you will be able to say, oh, that's private information in there before they open it, and it'll all be tied up. So I think this is plenty long enough. I can cut extra off if I need to. But okay, so that's going to go behind like that, and kind of like right in the middle here. Okay, so let's keep that there. I don't think I need to do anything else with it. It's going to get glued down while we are gluing the back down here. Now back to our Fabri-Tac. So yeah, it ended up being a really nice day yesterday, as I was saying before I paused the video. And today I am babysitting my granddaughter. I only have one granddaughter so far, so, but she's a lot of fun. Like I said, she's at an age now where she can play by herself, or I can play with her, whatever, you know. She needs help with a few things, but, you know, I mean, she's 3, of course she needs help, but she does play a lot by, you know, she can play on her own too, so it's not like you know, like a little baby type thing. Of course you know that, but it's like I was reminded of that as she's been growing. I was reminded of all the stages so far, from babyhood to 3-year-oldhood. So I didn't forget or anything. I just, you know, when you have a grandchild, it reminds you of how much work babies are. Like, wow. And then as they get older, you're like, wow, what a difference. Okay, I'm just going to kind of mash this down and get it all nice and solidly glued. Okay, so this is it. When you turn to this page, here's the page before, you turn here, and you have this pretty little booklet that will open up. Let me open up the string, and you'll be able to write in here. And this is on a page here that really didn't have anything on it anyway. So now this page has lots of writing room, and when it's all done, you just tie up the little bow. Like, you don't have to have this tie on here, I don't think. It would be, because it's not like a ton of paper in there, but I didn't, like I said, I wanted to put more than just a couple pages in there. So I think it is nice still to have the tie on here and have it all tied together like that. I think I will leave the extra. And if somebody else thinks it's too long, whoever ends up with this journal thinks it's too long, then they can cut it off. But there it is. Here's what it looks like closed, so you can't even really tell it's in there, but it is, so that is cool. I like it. I'm glad I decided to do that. I wanted to try that for some reason. I just got that in my head this time. And so the other one is going to have one too. And for this one, I pulled out, let's see, I have it marked here where I'm going to put it, right here. I looked through before yesterday when I was working on this journal after the video yesterday. And let me get some glue off my fingers. And I thought I'd put it right here on this page. On the other side is some pretty lemons. So this page was about lemons. You know, it's about lemons. It's about lemons on the back, but it's really, you know, I don't think it's anything anybody would want to read or anything, so I thought I'd put it right here. And I'm going to use this file folder, which I think is really cool. It's a vintage little folder from a organization box or something that I picked up at a thrift store. I have a few of these left, and this is April, so I thought it would be cool to put this in here for spring and gardening and stuff, and it can be written on too here. So this will show, and it can be written on, this will show, and this will show, and then the back will be glued down like the other one. And I already cut it to, I think I already cut it to fit on this page. Did I? I mean, I did, I just don't know. I think it's still a little bit, I think it's a little sliver too long. So I made sure, like, there's numbers here. So I made sure I didn't cut anything off at this end. And this was just, see, it's just ends like that. So I just cut off a little bit there of the line. So I need to cut off another sliver because it's a little bit too long. So it's going to be like that and glued down. So I'm going to do it the same way, but with a different kind of cover. So that's why I said it was the same but different. So I used, 4 pieces of paper on the other one. So what do I have here? 1, 2, I didn't even count this. I didn't really plan ahead at how many pages. So actually I happened to have pulled out 4, these are coffee dye papers like I used in the other one. So I'm going to cut these down like I did, and then I'll come back and show you. And we'll glue it down together and all that. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got this one finished. Cut some papers to fit in here. I sewed them down the middle. This is yellow thread that I've been using in these journals. And so now we're going to glue it down. So I think it's a really fun little thing to put into a journal. Oh, I'm going to do it again, guys. Forget my baker's twine. I wanted to put it on this one too, of course. Let's get it out. I'm just so excited to get it in here. I just like want to skip that step. Okay, so let me see. Let me pull a piece out here. Okay, there, and then like this. Yeah. I need something here. Let me get my scissors to hold this side down. There we go. Trying to hold it down and do this at the same time. So. Okay. I'm making it pretty long here, but that's okay. Alright, so about right. And I want to tie it again like in the middle instead of over here. So, right there. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. Okay, so we're going to hold it down again and put glue on the back. So about right. Let me get these ends even. And then pull it tight. Kind of in the middle here. Okay, now this one seems to be a little, maybe I'll tie it. Should I go ahead and tie it? That might be a good idea actually. So it's in place. I'm not trying to hold it. Like I said, I've never done this before as far as gluing down, so it's a little bit different. I've made other little things to glue down and open up and tie closure, but not a booklet. Okay, there we go. The strings are a little long, but okay, now the glue. Okay. Got it going on now. Yeah, I thought this would be a fun little booklet too with these. I've put these in as a lot of different things, these little file folders, I guess. Of course I probably had 12 of them when I first brought this home from the thrift store. And I've used some of them like just for, I think I've used them for pages, put them in as one of the pages in the signature. Or I have used them also for just maybe sticking in a pocket, or maybe gluing down without any pages inside. But this time I thought, well, let me put pages inside, because I thought gluing it down, I thought, let me put some pages inside. I thought that would be really cool. So let's see, kind of figure out where to put it here. All right, let's get it straight. I could have the tab sticking out, but I'm not really, that wasn't my plan. So this is tight, it's in place. Okay. So it's a pretty little easy thing, and then you can decorate this front cover on this one or write on it. I think I'm going to leave it plain like this for the person who gets this to decide what they want to do with it as far as decorating or writing on it or whatever. Glue a picture on it. Maybe if it's actually going to be a garden journal, they might want to glue a picture of a plant, or write about the plant, certain plant in here, dedicate this to a certain plant or something. I don't know. I do not know. I think it'll be a fun little spot though. Okay, so, let me show you what it looks like first before I tie it. I wanted to see how tight I could tie it, but here it is. So you've got all these pages to write on. I think it really adds a lot to a journal as far as writing space. I mean, when you talk about writing, for me, that would be a ton of space, because I like to, I do my personal journaling, which if you haven't seen, I have a journal with me playlist. So if you find one of my journal with me's, you'll find the other one, all of them probably. But I like to put like a picture in and write a little blurb on the top, underneath of it, who it is, maybe a date, what's going on. But I don't tend to write a whole page of writing, because that's just not the way I do things. But so I'm just saying this, if somebody was going to use this for writing, besides all the other writing spots in these journals, this would be a major space for writing. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave the strings, and then they can cut them off if they want. But there we go. There's a second one, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's closed. See, you can't even really see anything in there, and it looks good. It does not like it's really bulky or anything. So there you go. That's what we were going to maybe put these butterflies in, but I think I'm going to, I guess I have, since I paused and everything there, maybe I have time to look for a spot for these. So I have this. These are gold, the color, in case you couldn't see it well. The color on here is gold. So really they could go on any page. This vellum is very, it's also vellum. I have a vellum page in each journal. So I was thinking, how would they look on here? They don't stand out. How would they look up here? Because it's vellum on vellum. So I was just wondering how they would look on here. So that's how they look on. This is the plain side of the vellum, and then this is the decorated side. Or we could just put them on another page, which maybe they would stand out more. So let's just flip here in this one real quick and see, like say we wanted to put it here. See, it would stand out more actually, wouldn't it? We could put one there, or we could put two there, both of them. I don't think I want to put two. Like if I put one there, I wouldn't want to put two there, because I think there was a little, foam sticker on the back of these, and I pretty much took them off. So I just feel like it would be in the way here. So putting things in and out of the pocket. Let me see what I feel like as far as, like, say if I put this in this pocket. Maybe on a page without a pocket, because this is the fluttery, 2-layer butterfly. So I could, or the person that gets this could bend this up. You kind of fold it up in the middle and make it, 3D or whatever. So maybe look for a page without a pocket on it. Or let me see if I have a page without anything on it so far, like this one here. It would look cute there. Or over here. I don't want to take too long in deciding. I just, let's put it here. Maybe we'll put one in one signature and one in the other, since I have two to put in each journal. And I don't want to take a lot of time in trying to choose a spot. So as far as, video time, I want to choose a good spot. I don't want to just take up all your time, though, looking through every single page. So there's that one. Okay, now let's go to the second signature in this journal, and let me make sure no glue's oozing out on that, so I don't have to worry about this pages sticking together or anything. Okay, so let's look for a page with nothing on it in this second signature. So here's one of my little clusters. I don't know if I showed you that one. So this one has a pocket on this side, but nothing on this side. But well, that would look cute, wouldn't it? They look cute wherever I put them, I guess. They just look really cute. So I need to do a journal with me soon, because I have a basket that I keep everything in. That's sitting on the dresser behind me, and all my personal stuff is in there, and I need to get caught up on that. So I need to do a journal with me video soon. Okay, I wonder if it seems like I need to glue it down flat. This is sticking up a little bit too much, I think. So let me see if I can get it to glue down. And I'm using Fabri-Tac on here because I feel like I need it with the acetate. Okay, let's see if we can glue that down so it doesn't get in the way of anything when pages are being flipped, or I just feel like it might be in the way there. There we go. Oh, it did glue down. Good. Okay. So it does glue down all the way. Let's make sure that the glue is oozing out there. Okay, so that's that one. That is cute. Okay, and the other one I put over here. Let me grab it. And we'll put the other two. We'll find a spot for the other two butterflies. So we're looking for a page with nothing on it. I don't know about this page because I don't want to take up the lines where someone has. We could come back to it if I don't find another spot, though. But I don't want to take up these lines where somebody could write. Here's our little flip out. Let's see. Could put it here. Or this side has a pocket. So let's see. I kind of like it on these pages with text. It kind of adds something like, almost like something unexpected. So on these bigger ones with the 2 layers, I'm trying to just put it a little bit down the, well, on the other one I just put a little bit down the middle, but I can, there's no reason I can't glue the whole bottom down. Let me glue the whole bottom down on this one. The other one did feel like it was glued down nicely, but if I glue the whole bottom down, or really any part of the bottom should be okay, but then whoever gets it can fold these up if they want the top layer and make it kind of fluttery, like a fluttery butterfly, without being worried about pulling it off the page or anything. I might go back and check the other one and make sure that I think the top layer can be folded up if somebody wanted to. And if I need to, I'll add more glue. But there's that one. And it looks nice. So let's go to the second signature for the little butterfly and see what we find here. So, let's see, this page has a pocket. Let's see, I missed a couple pages here. So here's another page with text on it. Let's see, oh, let me see what it looks like here. You know what, that looks really pretty there. I like that there. I didn't know if I would. It has lines here that somebody can write on. And on the other side, I love this page here. Look, the purples look so good together. Okay, it shows up better on this page. I really like it here for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but it just looks beautiful there. So I'm going to put it there. I'm sure it would look beautiful in a number of spots in here. But like I said, I don't want to take up too much video time choosing a spot. So it looks beautiful here. So we're going to put it there. There it is. It's gorgeous. And it's really cool how it glues down because you can see through it too. You can see through it a little bit. So that is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm glad I did that. And those were from my birthday card. They were on the front, glued on the front of my birthday card, and I peeled them off. And then I made the birthday card, the rest of the front of the birthday card into a journaling card. And I made the inside little sentiments into little journaling spots that I can put in my personal journal. So I'm still keeping a lot of the parts of my, look at that, there's our booklet. It's so fun, right? Okay, so that's it for today. That's what I wanted to do, and we got it all done. I hope you enjoyed the progress, and I'm thinking about closures. I'm thinking about putting eyelets here, or doing another type of wraparound with a button. You don't put the button on here, you use a little elastic piece, elastic string like, and then you use a button. I think I'm going to try that one because that's one I've never tried before, and I think they would be fine on these journals because some journals, if there's a lot of stuff sticking out, you don't want to use that kind too much because you don't want anything to get that's sticking out to get bent or messed up. But see, there's nothing. I have fabric tabs in here, and they're not really sticking out anyway, and they wouldn't get messed up even if they were because they're fabric. They're not paper or cardstock, so they won't get you know, kind of like indented or tattered or anything from the elastic. So these have a nice, these are hardback books that I'm making these out of, and they're very sturdy, thick you know, cardboard. Did I say cardstock? They are thick, hard book covers, whatever they made them out of, both of them, you know, so very strong. I did want to mention one thing, if you're still watching. Sorry, I'm kind of, you know, getting off on a tangent here at the end, but I just want to tell you what my plan. These two books and the Peter Rabbit book, the spine, and I don't know if you can see it. You can probably see it more in this one. But the spines are, instead of using chipboard or cardboard, so where it's like a hard, you can kind of see it here. I used this thick wallpaper that I have, and I used 2 layers to make the spine. So made it like I usually do, like I do with chipboard, but I used those 2 layers of wallpaper. And the reason I did that is because I wanted a kind of softer, more flexible spine. So you can see, and you can shape it when someone gets these journals. You can shape it more, like you can make it and take your fingers and kind of shape it into a more rounded spine if you want. And you can kind of see it kind of on its own naturally. I didn't do it. Naturally kind of rounded there. And I think that's really cool. I did one other journal like that, and I really liked it. And I think that one I shaped more myself because it was the first time I did it. I wanted to see what it would be like, and it really looked cool. And these can too. You can take it and kind of shape it into a more rounded spine if you want. So that's what that one looks like so far. And this one is a little bit, you know, you can see it's got a little bit of a bend there, and that's what I wanted. It really looks, I don't know, it looks really cool. Here you can see it too on the bottom. It's a little bit rounded, like I did a rounded spine, but I didn't. It just kind of naturally is rounding on its own from the wallpaper. And like I said, I'll have to show you the wallpaper maybe sometime. I have some of it left, of course, because I've only used strips of it in here, but it's a thick wallpaper. I did that on purpose because if you've ever worked with wallpaper, there's different thicknesses. And so I used a nice thick wallpaper so it would be sturdy, but yet you can round it if you let it do its own thing, or you can take your fingers and shape it if you want. So anyway, there we go. We're done for today, and I'll see you in my next video. Everyone have a great, sorry about the glare there. Everyone have a great day.